The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've got to be pretty pleased with their adjustments during the offseason, as they've been playing excellent basketball early on. Tonight, they want to continue that winning attitude, and they're a team that feels they can win on any given night. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie. Not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie,
you're not sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in correcting.
And one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see. Point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Mm-hmm. Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And at the small forward,
that's easy.
I got to go with the greatest of the game, LeBron King James.
Well, since he took the smaller guys, which is unique, I'm going to take the power forwards. Blake Griffin. And you know what?
He's one of the league's most physical players?
Yeah, Blake Griffin. Yeah, he's physical. He just gets thrown around a lot sometimes, but
well, he's not physical. Crazy.
No, but he throws it around too,
man.
Oh,
does not.
He throws it around.
Does not.
Yes, he does. He and Zach Randolph.
D-U-Z-N-O-T.
Yeah, I like
does
Zach.
not.
Yes, he does. And Dwight Howard is physical, and my man Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes, is one of the toughest bigs I've seen around.
And what's Dwight Howard's name? You can say it.
Dwight Howard.
No, say it.
Super Dwight Howard.
Say it with some energy.
Come on, give us a Superman.
Superman is in the building.
There he goes. There he goes.
Now you ticked off the big fella. That's it for now. Talk to you later.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Greg, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. As we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Kaminsky. Matthews out there with Trey Burke, and it's Outlaw in at the 3 spot.
And they get the first bucket.
And they'll hope that sets the tone at the offensive end going forward. It doesn't always work out that way, but better to start fast than not.
No good from Irving. And it's the Jazz's ball. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And here is Burke following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. First quarter, just over a minute played. The pass to Weaver. He dishes it to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Kaminsky kicks to Matthews. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Weaver's got his first basket of the night. Passes it to Hansen. Matthews against Green. Left side, Love. Sinks the 15-footer. Love's got 5.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Burke, the pass to Kaminsky. Tipped away. Kicks it to Burke. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Freak number 1.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Irving kicks to Green. From the arc. That is good. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pass to Weaver. Good D from Love.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Green with the ball. Matthews covering. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Shooting 1.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They set the screen. Green, no luck.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Here is Outlaw. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now, here's Irving. His last outing, he had 8 points. Green against Matthews. Kicks it out to Love. Irving with a clean look. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Green gets it to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Look here last year in the NBA where the Jazz ranked 5th for free throw shooting, 8th in points off turnover, and they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And looking back at their superb free throw percentage, it speaks volumes about their skill level and mental focus. They had very few letdowns in concentration.
And Cleveland making a change here. Lopez is checked in. To the inside, Green, and that one is hammered home.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Jazz trail by 9. And here is Burke. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kaminsky misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No good from Irving.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now, here is Irving. Fades. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
That's good.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Well, now go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Quinn Snyder. Doris?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Kaminsky misses.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Jazz trail by 8. Burke with it. He's picked up by Irving. Burke dishes to Kaminsky. Burke can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And the wide open shot from Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And there's the pass to Weaver. Matthews, no one around him. The Jazz again can't hit it. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Oklahoma City.
And guys, that was their night. I mean, it seemed like everything they shot went in.
It happens that way sometimes, guys. It was just one of those games where the hot shooting of a couple of players became contagious, and nobody was stoppable.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And one of the highlights, Lad, they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Here's Burks. Lopez with the block. Here we go with Green. Nobody back.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Free throw drops for Green.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Green. He already has 15 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock, and Hayward gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Green, the screen. Smart passes to George. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
For 3, Hayward, and that comes off the assist by Exum. 6 points for Gordon Hayward. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then it's Exum, and it's Weaver in at the power forward position. Green, so he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Shooting for Cleveland.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 12. Exum passes to Weaver. There's the pick. Hayward from outside. And the Jazz, another 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Burks.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Cavaliers, 4th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
The Jazz making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. It's stolen. On up the court. A nice shot by Exum.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was superb. He finished with 45 points and really caused problems for shooters with his shot blocking, swatting away any look at the basket. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Here's Outlaw, and he hits the jump shot. Outlaw's got 6.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Green. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. A nice shot by Irving.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Exum with it. He's got 5. Hayward outside. Shot clock at 6. Outlaw's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And he kicks the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving kicks to Green. And stolen by Outlaw. And now Utah, fast break. Hayward's running, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The offense really coming around here in the second.
It's about rhythm, Clark. They're up above 50% now for the game, and you'll take that on any night. And defensively, there's still some work, though, they're going to have to show up.
Matthews, he's checked in for Utah. Burke comes in for Dante Exum. No problem knocking that one down.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3-point shot.
Now, here's Burke. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kaminsky dishes to Burke. He feeds it to Hayward. The Jazz with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Irving passes to Love. Green with the ball. Matthews covering. Love with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Jazz trail by 9. Now here's Burke. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's the screen. There's the dish to Outlaw. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now here's Irving. He has 5. Now Burke. Kaminsky kicks to Burke. The Jazz again can't hit it. On the wing, Irving. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Matthews. Here's Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Matthews with the steal. Here's Hayward. The feed to Burke. And it's sent back by Irving. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Burke with it. Guarded now by Irving. They double him with Green. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Weaver's checked in. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. To the middle. Nice finish. Solid play all around.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
5 to shoot. Here's Smart. Matthews with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the basket by Utah. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They set the pick. Lets it fly. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girl.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision-making in the second half. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Green in at shooting guard. He's out there with Irving, and it's Montgomery, and at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Here's Burke following the basket by Freak. Kaminsky sets the pick for Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Weaver. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Long.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Here's Kaminsky. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Burke. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
The drive by Green. Good. Green's got 30.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
A shot by nobody around. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Now, here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They double him with Matthews. Green dishes to Irving, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now here's Burke. He's covered by Irving. Picked his pocket. Pass to Green. Cleveland moving it around. Can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 10. Matthews passes to Burke. To the paint. And the basket by Kaminsky. He's got 10.
How about the passing?
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Burke kicks to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green. On the wing, Irving. And stolen by Burke. Kaminsky sets the pick for Burke. Pass to Weaver. The Cavaliers pull it in. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Irving dishes to Green. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Shoots a fader. Good on the shot. Green's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks, Doris. And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Jazz. Smart passes to Green. Dishes it to Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Hayward comes with the double team. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Exum kicks to Hayward. Exum with it, out-guarded by Smart. And here's Exum. He's got 5. From deep. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Smart dishes to Green. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Green's got 38 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and field.
Hayward outside, goes up to the stripe, and the shot falls short this time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Green, missing. Jazz trail by 12. Inside, baseline J on the way.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
He's off from 17 feet. Jazz have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Exum with it. In the corner, it's Hayward. They get it back. Tough call. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Jazz trail by 11. Exum passes to Burks. Green with the block. Passes it to Manson. Outside, Green. It's off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top. They're up by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Jazz trail by 11. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Down low. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
The first one falls. Kaminsky is checked in for Utah. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Jazz trail by 12. Feeds it to Hayward. Shoots from 14. No good off the front iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's good.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
He kicks it to Outlaw. There's the pick. Pass to Hayward. He dishes it to Outlaw. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Irving passes to Montgomery. Hansen. He's covered by Matthews. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Down low. Here's Irving. Second chance shot. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now here's Hayward. 5 on the clock. No luck. And Cleveland the other way now.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Love with the screen for Irving.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Lets it go from 11, and that one's good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Hayward outside. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Matthews. Here's Sweetney. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 14. It's deflected. Outside Irving. The pass to Montgomery. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shooting for Cleveland, Montgomery. At the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. And he sinks the second. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Burke kicks to Kaminsky. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kaminsky sets the pick for Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Matthews, the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops.
For 3.
Here's Green.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Matthews, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up.
That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here is Outlaw. Just 5 on the clock. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Outlaw's got 20 points. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Green. Burt grabs the miss.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now, here's Green. No good there off the double clutch.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen apart.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He challenged this group to really go for it, saying, now's the time when winners take control. Now let's go out there and take it to them. Guys, a nice pep talk. We'll see if he got him going.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Burke kicks to Matthews. Shot, high post. Green with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Green's got 46 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irvin.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Green. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And here's Cleveland. They led by as many as 18 points. Misses off the right iron. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Matthews from the arc, and that is good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Kaminsky with the double team. Passes it to Montgomery. And that time, also a missed shot. Pulls up. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and an extra little bit of confidence.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was trying my hardest to fake out through. A lot of times you can just go through the motions and stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game no matter who they put on him.